Good morning. It's actually like 2 o'clock, but you know, it's quarantine. 2 is the new morning. 2 is the new 8. So according to the way the world is going right now, I'm actually up very early. Yesterday, y'all, we went through a lot. I recorded the video twice, and it just, the devil was working really hard. So we're not even gonna get into the semantics, because here we are today, a brand new day, a brand new fresh start, and I'm here to do it all over again, basically. Since I did do the pre-poo with apple cider vinegar video, like, I think it was Thursday, and today's only Monday, like, my hair's not ready to be shampooed. So I thought, what better way to start self-care Sundays with Yay Off than for you guys to ask me questions about, you know, just any kind of questions that you guys may have about natural hair products and anything like that. It also gives me a chance to get to know you guys and kind of figure out, you know, where to take this channel. Like, what should I lean more towards? You know, what should I kind of just leave alone because you guys already got that kind of situation. So yeah, so I received a lot of questions and I really was not expecting it. People DM me, and then also some people actually text me questions, so I just wrote them all down. If I don't get to your question or I don't say your question verbatim, please don't feel any type of way. A lot of the questions, although worded differently, it was kind of repetitive because you guys wanted to know the same thing basically. So I wrote down some of the good questions that I thought would be beneficial to everyone, and I'll be going through them kind of sporadically. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notebook because I wrote them all down. So we're just gonna jump right into it because I don't want to hold y'all all day. What made you get into natural hair? Oh my gosh, I could talk about this all day, but I'm gonna give y'all the main reason why I decided to get into natural hair care. A lot of us women suffer from, you know, like weave depression, hair depression, I like to call it. Like when we don't have our weave in, or we don't have our wig in, or our hair isn't done, we feel like we're ugly, we don't want to go nowhere, we don't want to do anything. It's just like a whole mess. And so with me, you know, I've always had curly hair. It just, I would never take care of it. So it would be like little curls in between frizzes. All the stuff that I had going on, like I didn't always have time to get my hair done. So I was really rocking my natural hair majority of the time. But I wouldn't know how to style it or how to take care of it. And like I said, it was like a curly frizzy mess. So I would feel like, not ugly, but I would just feel like less confident. Like, you know, when you don't have your hair done and you don't even want to go anywhere, like my friends would invite me to go places and I really wouldn't want to go because it's like my hair is not done and stuff like that. So that's for me why I got a natural hair, because once I started taking care of my hair, like really taking care of my hair like a year ago, it was like my hair texture kind of changed. And like now I love my hair. Like it kind of boosted my confidence. So that's why I got into natural hair. But the reason I encourage a lot of other people to get into natural hair, because I see a lot of women suffering from the same problems that I've had, as far as like, you know, or I can see the potential in a lot of people's hair. Like I'll see your hair and I'm like, oh my gosh, your hair is so beautiful, and you might not feel that way because it might not look how you want it to look. But just being able to transform somebody and then seeing the end result and then being happy, like that is just like amazing to me. How long did it take for your hair to get healthy? So it's overall, it took a year and some change. The first half of that year was just literally me getting tired of my hair, don't feel like getting it done or anything like that, and I literally would just put a whole bunch of conditioner in my hair and just put it in a bun. Like I was bunning it for weeks, for months, like literally. Like it was a high bun, low bun, side part bun, middle bun, but it was a bun nonetheless. And I was just putting conditioner in it. And now thinking back, that was freaking crazy because I really wasn't even like brushing it out as much as I should have, or really shampooing it as much as I should have, or really taking care of it as much as I should have. But I feel like that helped me a lot because my hair, I can really have dry hair. My hair was really dry. So with me slopping all that conditioner and product and just leaving it and letting my hair kind of just soak it in and take it in, I feel like it kind of helped. And then after that, I would see, you know, I would go on YouTube and I would see certain YouTubers, shout out to Girlfriend Ari, Juju B, Sincerely Naya, and I would watch all of them and I would just see how they take care of their hair and how their hair flourish. And a lot of, like, they mix together, they kind of have the same hair type as me. So just to see them be able to take care of their hair, it kind of inspired me. Like, you know, I kind of want to take care of my hair too. So I started really paying attention to the products, really trying stuff out, going to the beauty supply, asking for samples, did not care. I'm not broke, just don't feel like spending money if I don't like the product. And I would go and try all these different kind of things, and I found out and learned my hair, and like really found out what my hair likes, what my hair doesn't need, what my hair needs, what my hair lacks. So it was just like kind of one of those things where it was like I really just started paying attention and kind of taking a liking to actually going out and finding products. Like it's fun to me to go out and find products and try new things, because you never know how your hair is going to respond. It's like a ever giving relationship between yourself and your hair. So I mean, it kind of took me, overall, if you want to count it, it did take a year and some change to really like just strip the heat, just stay natural. But it did take me like a couple months of really, 5 to 6 months of really taking care of my hair in order for my hair texture to completely change. How do you color your hair without damage? Okay. As far as coloring your hair without damage, I would say the first thing that I would do if I were you is make sure that your hair is in good standing. Like, make sure that your hair is at a good place, at a healthy place, before you put any type of color in your hair. My hair is bleached. Color and bleach, it's the same thing, different process. Color, you're depositing a color onto your hair. Bleaches, you're stripping your hair if it's melanin. But it's the same thing. It's both chemical processes. I feel like bleach is a little bit harsher, and I do get a lot of people asking me like either to bleach their hair because they see that my hair is bleached and is healthy, or to bleach their hair, or should they bleach their hair, or how did I bleach my hair without damage. I wouldn't advise anybody to bleach your hair, because bleach is really 50-50. You really kind of don't know. And I thank God that I landed on the upside of the 50, but this is the second time I bleached my hair, and the first time I bleached my hair years ago, I for sure landed on the bad side of the 50. So I would say, as far as bleaching your hair, I wouldn't recommend anybody to bleach their hair, because it's just, you never know how it will turn out. But as far as coloring, I would say the first thing first is to make sure your hair is in, like I said, healthy, in a good condition, good standing, before you go ahead and color your hair. Have a consistent routine, like a consistent hair care routine. Know your hair, know what your hair likes, know if your hair looks like this, what it needs. Okay, if my hair's starting to look a little poofy, it's dry, I need this. Because the real work starts after the color is deposited, because now you have to maintain your hair's health. You have to make sure that your hair remains healthy. So I would just say, make sure, like I said, your hair is healthy before, and just make sure you kind of have like a consistent routine as far as when it comes to coloring your hair. And if it's your first time coloring your hair, I would say kind of stick to like a, not too much of a drastic, like don't try to go from natural brown to blonde. Like if it's your first time, I would say kind of make subtle changes, like maybe like a light brown, or maybe like a red or a burgundy or something like that, something that can still show through without a lot of over processing, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's my advice. Rice water, in your opinion. Okay, when it comes to rice water, it has very good benefits. It removes dandruff. It includes vitamin D, vitamin E. It promotes hair growth, vitality. So it has really good benefits. But you can also find a lot of those benefits elsewhere. I think my problem with rice water came when YouTubers start making it seem like, oh, if you use rice water for 2 weeks, your hair is going to go from right here all the way down to your ankles. And I feel like a lot of people really start doing it because of the growth effect. But your hair only can grow 1/2 inch a month. So that's 6 inches per year. So it's nothing that's FDA approved that's going to have your hair going from ear length to toes in a couple of weeks. Like, it's just impossible. So that was my only problem with the rice water gimmick, is like, you're lying to these people. Your hair is not going to grow. Yes, it will appear thicker. Yes, it will appear fuller. It will be shinier because of all the vitamins, the vitamin D, the vitamin E. It will have vitality. It'll help with dandruff and dry scalps and things like that, but it's not going to make your hair grow. So I feel like if you're doing the rice water for the benefits, I'm all for it. But if you're doing it for the hope of your hair growing in a matter of a couple of weeks, like everybody was saying, I think that you should just stay away, sis. That's just really how I feel. How to keep your scalp from being dry, the lock method, ACV, nothing works. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the lock method is LOC. It stands for a leave-in, a oil, and a cream. Me personally, I don't like the lock method, I kind of like the LCO method, which is a leave-in, your cream, and then you apply your oil last. Oil is a sealant. So like when you're putting oil on something, it seals. Like if your hair is dry, and that's what, side note, that's what frustrates me about a lot of people, because a lot of people are like, well, I don't know, my scalp's dry, I oil it all the time. Yeah, because oil is a sealant. So if your scalp is dry and you're putting oil on top of dry scalp, you're just sealing in that dryness. Yeah, your scalp is shiny, but it's still dry. So me personally, I like the LCO. I like to do a leave-in, and I make my own leave-in. Maybe I'll do a little something to show y'all how y'all can make y'all own, because I might want to sell mine. But I make my own leave-in. It's a very lightweight leave-in, and I spray that all over my head, and then I'll apply my cream. And then if I do use the oil, I'll use the oil last, because like I said, it seals everything in. And a lot of times I don't even like to use the oil because my hair gets weighed down easily. So I find when I apply an oil on top of all of the product that I already put in my hair, it starts to weigh my hair down, and it diminishes the longevity of my wash and go. So I can wet my hair and wear my hair for 4 days before I have to apply moisture in my hair again, versus me putting the oil in, and then it kind of like, I can probably only get a good 2 days before my hair starts being weighed down and looking really oily and stringy, and my curls aren't really forming and things like that. So I kind of tend to leave the oil out. But back to the question, she's saying that her scalp, how can she keep her scalp from being dry? Because the LOC method or the apple cider vinegar method doesn't work for her. So with apple cider vinegar, sis, I'm talking to you. With apple cider vinegar, it can be harsh because it is an acid. It's very acidic. So if your hair is really dry and your scalp is really dry, I would not recommend pre-pooing or using the apple cider vinegar method, because it's really cleansing. Yeah, it gives you a nice shine after, but apple cider vinegar is a cleanser. Like, it cleans. It's very acidic. So I would say maybe pre-poo with a really heavy creamy conditioner mixed with like an olive oil or argan oil, like kind of a heavy oil. And if your scalp is really dry, I would say even pre-poo kind of using like a, maybe not Jamaican castor oil, because it's kind of thick and it will kind of be hard to raw shampoo out. So I would say like a heavy cream and like an olive oil or argan oil, maybe a lightweight oil, and pre-poo with that, because you're applying moisture to your head and allowing it to sit before you shampoo. I feel like if your scalp is dry and itchy, the apple cider vinegar isn't really the way for you to go. So I would say try that, and then if that doesn't work, feel free to DM me and we gonna figure it out. But I really feel like that'll work. I really do. How to make your hair healthy? What products do you use? Okay, so let's start with the first part of that question, which is how to make your hair healthy. Consistency, dedication, hard work, plus patience. Yes, Nipsey can be used for natural hair too, because it does take that. It does take dedication, because you have to be dedicated to finding out, okay, how do I learn my hair? What does my hair need? Like, you have to be dedicated to building the relationship between you and your hair. It does take hard work, because it is hard and very frustrating, because it's a love and hate relationship. You might buy things that your hair might like, and a couple weeks later it turns around and doesn't like it. Or you might spend money on things that you've seen this YouTuber or this person say work, and you buy it and it doesn't even work for your hair. So, and then if you don't have that like heart, like that dedication to really finding out, it does kind of make it like, it does kind of like frustrate you. It will get, the process is frustrating. It will frustrate you, because sometimes it's like you feel like, well, damn, if you can't go to bed, you feel like, well, damn, what's gonna work? You know, like I'm trying everything and nothing's working. And it takes patience, because you have to give your hair time to adapt to a product. A lot of us think that as soon as we buy a product and we start using our product, literally when we rinse it out, our hair should look totally different. No, your hair might look shiny. It might feel more lightweight, like, you know, the basic factors. It might be a little bit more movable, you know, but as far as like a overall different look of your hair, it's not gonna work the first time you use the product. It's not gonna work the second time you use the product. You have to give your hair to get used to products before you start to change, or before you get frustrated or upset. You have to be patient. So that's what I would say about how to make your hair healthy. It's really up to you. Your hair is like a plant. You have to water it, you have to feed it, you have to love it, and then it will grow. It takes time to get to a place to where you know your hair, if that makes sense. As far as the second half of the question, which is what products do I use, I like to switch products up. I like to keep it spicy, you know. I don't like to use the same thing because I find with my hair gets bored fast. Like, my hair will like this one day, and then like a couple weeks later I try to go buy it again and use it. My hair's like, nah, we're tired of that. So I like to switch it up. I do have certain products that you will always find in my hair room, like OGX. And like the OGX conditioner, it's in the purple bottle. It has biotin and collagen. I think it has like vitamin E. It's just like really good, and it makes your hair appear like fuller and thicker. It's so good. Like, I will always forever use that. You will always see that product on me. On Jackie's curl cream, it's not the purple one but the orange one. I love that product. You will always see me with that product. And then another product that I really love is the Cream of Nature Argan Oil Styling Snot. It's kind of like Gorilla Snot, but it's organic, so the consistency is like more creamy versus like alcohol-y, if that makes sense. But it's a very good styling gel. It's a very lightweight hold. I hate when styling gels make my hair crunchy because the color of my hair, it makes my hair look like noodles. So I like softer holds, and then too, like, it doesn't flake. It's amazing. And oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Miss Angela at Urban Essentials, located on Century and Crenshaw. If you're in the Inglewood area, it's across from In-N-Out, next to the gas company, Black-owned beauty supply, and they're still open during quarantine. Had to shout her out. But Miss Angela stayed giving me the samples, and she gave me like 10 of these samples of the Styling Snot, and I ran through them. I was telling people about them. I was passing them out like, here girl, you gotta try this, you gotta try this, you gotta try this. And when I went to go buy it, it was none left. So I think I ran my mouth too much, but it is so amazing. If you guys want to try a styling gel, a lightweight hold, I would really suggest you try that. But those are the three things that you will always find. Like, you will always see me with those three things. As far as like products like shampoos, conditioners, and sometimes with curl creams and custards and curl sealers and stuff like that, I like to switch it up because I like to try new things. I can never know I can never know enough of what my hair likes. And it's always new products coming out. It's always, maybe the same brand, but just a different product line that they put out. And it's just like, I think it's fun to try new things and see how your hair reacts. That's just me. Because I know at the end of the day, if my hair reacts bad, I know what to do to get it back to where it needs to be. Like, I feel like you can never know enough about your hair. So as far as like shampoos and conditioners, I like to switch it up. But I will give y'all one shampoo that I really do like. And it is the Paul Mitchell's Tea Treatment shampoo. I think it's like a clarifying cleansing shampoo. It is so amazing. I love things that tingle, and it tingles. And it really cleanses. So that is one shampoo that I really do like. But other than that, I just kind of switch it up, keep it, I like to keep it spicy. Like, it's just, I'm in a relationship with my hair. So it's like, I got to keep it spicy. I got to keep stuff, I got to keep new, fresh things. I got to, that's just, what are some ingredients that you look for when searching for products? So I have this method where I use what I like to call keywords. I know my hair. I know what my hair likes. I know what my hair needs. I know what my hair doesn't need. I know what will work for my hair. I know what ingredients I don't really like in my hair. So I like to use keywords, and I would say that this would be a good first step when learning your hair for all my new naturals out there, or my naturals that are trying to learn more about their hair. I would say that using keywords is a good first step. Learn your hair, figure out what your hair likes, figure out what your hair needs. For example, when I go and I'm looking for a product, I know that my hair can tend to be a little dry, especially in the wintertime. My hair gets really dry. So when I go and look for products, the words that I like to look for and that stand out to me are moisture, revitalizing, repairing, biotin, collagen, anything with like essential oils or any kind of herbs or peppermint or anti-damage, anti-breaking. And since I bleach my hair, if it says for blondes, stuff like that are the keywords that I kind of look for when I'm looking for a product. As far as ingredients, because I look at ingredients second, because what attracts you is the bottle. The word, like the keywords is what attracts you. So when I find something, I'm like, revitalizing, moisturizing, hydropolic, all of that, I'll go and I'll look at the back and then read the ingredients. And I look for, like I said, more natural, organic stuff. If the back of the bottle has way too many things that I can't pronounce, or not even just can't pronounce, but I don't even know the meaning, then it's a done data. I'm out of there. I'm cool. But if it's more so leaning on the natural, organic side, you know, because some things are not, some chemical, especially in shampoos and stuff, you're gonna have a chemical in there because that's what causes it to lather. But if it's just way too much like that, it's just like, okay, I don't even know, I don't even see a word I know in there, then I leave it alone. But like I said, I like to stay more towards like the organic, the natural side. I'm actually trying to get into making my own shampoo and conditioner, like, you know, make it specifically for my hair. So yeah, I'm really like on my natural organic tip. So that's kind of the ingredients that I look for. That's, well, not ingredients, but that's what I look for when searching for a product. How do you feel about OGX products? Like I just said, my holy grail product is an OGX product. Like seriously, the biotin and the collagen. As far as the shampoo, I have used OGX shampoos and they work. I don't see anything wrong with it. The best thing about OGX to me as well, besides that biotin and collagen conditioner, is they all smell so good. Like I've used so many of them as far as conditioner wise, and they all smell so good. And that is like a big deal break. That's like a big deal for me, because although I like perfume and stuff like that, I really like to smell like my hair. I really love when people are like, it smells good. What is that? And I'm like, oh, it's my hair. So I like stuff like that. So I love when a product has a very good smell, like a very nice fresh smell, and OGX smells really good and it smells really fresh. So I like OGX products. I don't see anything wrong with them at all. Like, you know, I feel like they all, you know, have a lot of good stuff in it. Like the purple one has the biotin, the collagen, I think like it's like a little tan bronze one. I think that one has like Moroccan oil. It's a blue one that has argan oil. It's a white one, I think, that has like coconut milk or something. So they all, it's really all good products. Like they all have great things, and they have a lot of different like type of a lot of ones that include different stuff. So I feel like with OGX, you can always find something that your hair needs. Like, okay, if it doesn't need it doesn't need to shine, but it kind of needs a little moisture, you can go with the coconut milk one. Okay, if it needs to be strengthened, then you can go with the biotin one. Okay, if it's dry, you can go with the argan oil or the Moroccan oil one. So I feel like they do have a lot of options, so that's a good thing. But I don't have anything bad to say about OGX. They should sponsor me the way I be giving them my dollars for that biotin collagen now. And they're cost efficient. They're like what, $7-8, and that's for the big one. So I feel like any product that you could pay less than $10 and it's good, it's a steal. So I don't see anything wrong with OGX. How often do you change your hair routine? Like I said, I keep it spicy. I switch it up all the time. My hair specifically, like my hair gets bored fast. Like I can use a product and it'll make my hair like, oh my gosh, I can't even say how good it'll make my hair look and feel. And then I run out, I try to go get some more, and I come back and I'm using it. My hair is like, girl, we tired of that. Next. So my hair gets really bored fast with products. Like I used to use Cantu. Cantu was like all I would use. The Cantu leave-in conditioner was all I would use. Cantu don't stand a chance against my hair no more. What's another product? Mixed Chicks. Mixed Chicks used to be good on my hair too. Now like it's like chalk. My hair is like, girl, what are you doing? So it's like I always have to keep switching it up. And then like I said again, it's fun to me. It's fun to try new things and see like what works or what doesn't work or everything like that. So I have to switch it up a lot. As far as like, I switch up products a lot. As far as like an actual routine, I kind of have the same routine. Like I'll do my leave-in, apply all my, you know, creams and, you know, my creamy stuff, and then I'll, you know, put like a styling gel on top of it. I kind of keep the same routine. It's just more so my products change. And actually, you know what, because I literally just did switch my shampoo routine because I added the apple cider vinegar because I really love that. My hair is still shiny to this day. Like it's still shiny. So I did just switch up my routine, but it's rare. Like I have not added anything to my routine in a long time. Something really has to like have a huge impact on me, like the apple cider vinegar did, in order for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna add that. Because, and y'all know that apple cider vinegar stinks. I hate it. I've always hated it. If I smell it, I gag. So for me to sit there and play with it in my hair and then sit there and leave it in my hair for 45 minutes is all dripping down my forehead and I'm smelling like a pickle, like, you know, it worked really good because I cannot stand vinegar. So actually, I would say for me to switch my routine, it'll have to be something that really leaves an impact. I feel like if you find something that you really, really, really like, stick with it. Like, why would you switch something that you really, really like? Like I said, I have my products that you will always find me with. It does not matter what other products I use. These products will forever be here, type of thing. And then I'll switch out the ones that I really don't like. But once I find a product that I really, really like, I add it to my repertoire. Like, I add it to my regimen. So like I was, the only Holy Grail product I had was the OGX. And then I was like, you know what, let me try it on Jackie's. And I tried that and I loved it, but I only loved that one. So I added that to my regimen as well. Like, okay, these are my two go-tos, no matter what, they got me. And then when I tried the Styling Knot, I'm like, you know, that's 3 for 3. That's a conditioner, like a curl cream, and a style. I have to keep those. So when it comes to, like, if you find a product that you really, really like and you like what it does for your hair, stick with it. Like, keep that product, and then you find something else. You know, now, you know, if you find a conditioner you really like, stick with that conditioner. You know, if you really, really like it, not if it's, oh, it's okay, but if you really like it and you know what it does for your hair, stick with it and keep that conditioner. And now you can play with the curling creams and try to find certain stuff. That doesn't mean you can't try other conditioners, but at least you know, if nothing else works for my hair, this works for my hair. So I would say, I would give that advice. That would be my advice to you. How do you feel about getting products and regimens off of YouTube? Do you feel like they're gimmicks? Okay, y'all, I love YouTube. Okay, I love YouTube. YouTube taught me how to cook. YouTube taught me how to change a tire. And they're going to be depositing checks in my account very soon. So, I love YouTube. But, okay, I don't feel like getting routines and regimens off of YouTube is a gimmick. Like I said before, I watch YouTube all the time, especially when it comes to natural hair. I just think that you have to kind of keep in mind, like, keep yourself in the back of your mind. I feel like a lot of us watch YouTube in a sense of, if they used exactly that and their hair turned out like that, if I use exactly that, my hair will turn out like that. And then we go spend money and try it, and then we're upset because our hair turned out completely different. Well, that's because everybody's hair is different. It doesn't matter if you have the same hair type, same hair texture. Your hair can look exactly the same as the person standing next to you, and it will still be different. So you can't always watch YouTube and expect to use the same products and get the same results. You have to watch with yourself in the back of your mind. For example, when I watch a YouTube video, like I said, keep myself in the back of my mind. So if I'm watching a YouTube video, you kind of have to listen with, like I said, thinking of yourself. So if they're saying that, you know, well, this is a great product for me because my hair is oily and it takes a lot of the oil out of my hair. My hair not oily. You take oil out my hair, I'm looking like Don King. So I can't use that product, or I can't try that product or try that regimen because I know that my hair is not oily, and taking moisture out of my hair is like sucking the life out of my body. So you kind of, with watching YouTube, you kind of have to keep yourself in the back of your mind and separate yourself from the YouTuber. You're watching a review, or you're watching like how the product works for them. Listen to the pros and cons. Don't worry about so much of how they made their hair look. Now, as far as feeling like it's gimmicks, when it comes to product review, the only time I feel like it's a gimmick is if the video is sponsored by the product. If the video is sponsored, 10 times out of 10, I'm switching. I'm not watching. And I'm very good at telling if a video is sponsored. I'm not watching. Because, not saying that you're not honest, but your opinion is already biased because they paid for you to give your opinion. So, how am I supposed to know that it really worked when they paid you to say, hey, this works? So, when it's sponsored, I don't really watch it. That's the only time I feel like it's a gimmick. And then two, I feel like sometimes when people review a product, they don't factor in the fact that of the other products that they use, because some products work very well together. So say if they're reviewing a product, but they use other products and they're saying, well, this product works really good. But say maybe that product combining with another product is what really got those results. You'll never know. So maybe that way you can kind of say it's a gimmick, but a lot of the YouTubers that I watch, when they review new products, they just use the new products. They don't really mix it with anything else. So, or if they do, they'll tell you what they mix it with. So I don't think it's a YouTube. I would just say stay away from sponsored videos because they be lying. They be lying for the coin. And yeah, that's all of the that was a good run through. That's all of the questions. So yeah, just to reiterate on what I said, in order for your hair to get healthier, in order to really try to get your hair healthy, you have to be patient and you have to be consistent. Like, it's just like with anything else. It's just like with going to the gym. It's just like with going to work. It's just like with going to school. It's something that you have to factor in. Like, you literally have to factor in. Like, once you start really getting involved in your natural hair care regimen and stuff like that, you kind of have to factor it into your schedule. So just like how you'll be like, I'm gonna wake up at 8 because I know I gotta get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, take a bath, you know, get dressed, make breakfast, eat breakfast. You gotta make a little space for your hair care regimen as well. And once you get up there and really find out what your hair likes, you kind of know how to wing it. Like, if I'm running later, if I wake up later, whatever the case may be, I grab them 3 products, and that's it. Like, once you start really training your hair, you know, and really getting a good relationship with your hair, you'll find and learn like little stuff. But it's fun to learn. It's fun to learn about your hair, and it really boosts your confidence when you don't have to wait until you get your weave in or your ponytail or your wig or whatever done to look good. Like, I can go to the club in my natural hair. Do you know how big of a flex that is for me? Because that's something that I've always wanted to do, is just wet my hair, put on some fucking makeup, get cute, and go to the club. Like, that's really all I ever wanted to do. Be patient. Give your hair love. You know, give your hair some time. Listen to your hair. Understand. Allow your hair to kind of go through its process of figuring out what it likes and what it doesn't like. And just keep being consistent. Do not give up. It gets easier. It doesn't get harder. It gets easier. And sometimes your hair's not going to want to listen. And that just is what it is. Like, you're trying to learn your hair. Your hair is not trying to learn you. So just give it some time. Be patient. Be consistent. And yeah, that's just that on that, huh? That's it. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Like, literally everything I do, everything I post, you guys support me so much. And I can't thank you enough. This has been the first Self-Care Sundays with Ye. And although some things happened and we kind of had to push it back to Monday, next Sunday, we are back at it again. And we are here in full effect. And we are going to be outside with it, though. Like, we're going outside. I'm going to be risking my life in the Rona to try to find some products and scope the scene and see what's out there and try some new things for you guys. So please, like I said, hit the DMs, text me if you have my number, DM me if you don't. Let me know some of the products and the things that you guys would like to try and you guys would like to see. Thank you guys so much. I love all of you, and I'm just so happy that you guys voted yes for me to do this, because this is something that I literally love to do. I'm so passionate about it. It's like crazy. So thank you.